Walkie check.
Good check.
Copy that. What's the ETA on it?
2 minutes.
Copy that.
Okay, and roll sound.
Rolling!
Incoming transmission.
2, 1.
Hello guys, welcome to my channel again. It's been some time that I've actually uploaded right? I have a reason for it, so I thought I'll just explain it before anything else. No, that's a vehicle. I just happened to come to Covert for a checkup basically, but apparently the doctor has taken a day off. Apparently he actually works every 6 days and used to take Friday's holiday initially, right? And when the lockdown came in, we were mentioning Sunday as a perfect lockdown supposedly, right? So he changed his timetable. So apparently since then there's no more lockdown, he went back to his old timing. So that is why that was the reason I came out. Apparently I thought I will also upload while I'm here. Perfect. So the reason why I could not upload, or why I chose not to upload videos was I was hospitalized for a couple of days. So apparently the last video that I had uploaded, once it was about 11 in the morning. Once I was done with it, apparently I had scheduled for the next day to publish the video on the next day. So by 11 p.m. I started shivering like crazy, right? When I said shivering like crazy, it was not even normal. Apparently it has been at least 3 years since I had literally felt like I have literally felt shivering, or the feeling of shivering, because apparently when I was in India, it was about in 2008, 2010, basically, when I felt shivering, because I used to travel early in the morning, very early in the morning, like 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. I used to come up from my college. So apparently that was the case. And in 2018, early 2018, I had when I was in the US, in Michigan, it was early Jan, right? And it was snowing, it was minus 14, you name it, and I had been there by until minus 30 I suppose, whatever. So that is when I actually felt shivering initially when I went to the US. So it has been 3 years, so I was actually enjoying the fact that I'm feeling that feeling back. So apparently I was a science student. So what had happened is, I know for a fact when you're feeling this shivering or you're feeling cold, you should not try excreting anything from the body. Let it be vomit, your urine, or any forms of excreting, basically sweat and anything like that. Of course, you will not be sweating anyways. I'm just saying, but I did do it. I did want to take a loo break, went in because I was feeling cold. I thought I'll just rather hit the bed, So I did that, and the shivering actually aggravated. It was crazy, and that is when I thought I might actually end up in trouble, because I was sure if at all I leave it that way, I might end up getting a fits, right, because of the low temperature or something like that, whatever. So I just ran immediately, tried my best to wear all the warm clothes possible, and went inside the blanket. Apparently the shivering stopped, but I was still feeling really cold. So that was one of the major reasons. And the next day I told my mom and dad. My mom, being a nurse, said, okay, just leave it for some time, take a paracetamol, blah blah blah, you know how it is. I did that, but I was losing the sensation for taste and smell. That freaked me out, basically. I was slowly losing it. I informed my parents. They said, okay, leave it for a couple of days, let's see what is it. And apparently what was happening was the previous the same night, after taking the medication and everything, when I was actually hitting the bed, I felt that I was not able to breathe properly, right? There was it might be a feeling of mine, but maybe I was right or maybe I was wrong. I just informed my parents, and they said, okay, we'll call 108 right away, right? Because I have this habit of clearing the habit of clearing, checking my, one second, my breathing by taking a long and short breaths basically in the morning and the evening. So I was not able to do that, so I just informed them. So they said we will call 108. 108, for the people who don't know, is the emergency number like 911 if that is understandable for people from anywhere else, I'm saying. So it's more like an emergency number. It is not the police, but it's the ambulance service, it's the ambulance service that you can call in case of emergency basically. So my dad said we will do that. I said no, I think I have lived through this before, so I'm okay. And I went and crashed basically. Apparently my parents did not. Parents are parents any which ways, whatever. So apparently what happened was, the next day when I got up, I was okay basically. I was not perfectly perfect, but again I was okay. Then is when my parents said we'll go to the hospital. Apparently what was happening, I thought I was sleeping. I was coughing the hell out of the whole night basically. I didn't know that, right? And the cough was very, very hard, is what maybe that was the reason my parents did not sleep. So apparently they had decided that they'll have to go to the hospital. We went to the GH, the Lolly Hospital in Covert. So when I went there, they tested for my breathlessness. There is an instrument they connect onto your index finger, and they check for your. They actually try to measure your. It's not the pulse basically. It's something to do with your breathing. So it came in 90 basically. It's actually okay, but again they. As I told you, my parents were almost sure that I will have to be admitted. So, and for all their likings, the doctor or the nurse basically also said, if at all you had to test for COVID, you'll have to be admitted for 3 days. Fair enough. Okay, I was admitted basically for about 4 days basically. 3 days it took for them to get the test done, and I turned negative. So that was a long story short basically. So how was my experience, if you want to know? So when you get admitted, they'll take your x-ray and they'll take your blood test basically. It is not for sugar or so, not something, but I think it's for WBC and RBC, I don't know. I never checked. They said I need blood, I gave blood. They said I need x-ray, I asked them to take the x-ray. Anyway, that's a fun fact. So they took it. So every morning, few things will happen, and they will ask you to come and drink that Ausar Kudinir. I don't know what is that. Is there a special word in English? It's more like an energy drink. I don't know. It's not an energy drink, but it's more like a kashayam types of things. And you drink that, then immediately they'll come and check your blood pressure, and the same thing. Your breathlessness instrument will be put in your finger, and they'll test for that. And if at all it goes back to 70, 75 or something, or 80, 85, 75, you will be definitely put on oxygen support. But again, if it is about 80, 85, 90, they will ask, the nurse will probably ask you if you want to if you actually want the oxygen support. If not, that's fine. That's fair enough. So that was the case. This happened on a daily basis. They'll give you the medicines for the day only. So in the morning, the nurse will come tell you what is to be taken in the morning, afternoon, and dinner, and you just take it and that's it. So that's all about it. And after 3 days, the test came. In fact, the second day itself, the doctor who was attending me, I mean, of course, she's the person who was attending everyone, literally came and told me, the minute you get the test report, you can leave, because everything else is normal. They said everything else was normal, so she gave me the confidence there, saying that everything is normal, you can actually leave the minute the test comes in. But apparently, maybe it's for my luck or whatever it is, the test was getting delayed for some reason. For most of the people who had come in before and who was expecting to leave was released along with me. So call it a luck, or I don't know, the blessing in disguise maybe. Whatever it was, so that actually happened, and you will have a mandatory 14 days of quarantine. So that is something which I'll have to tell you. I understand, because I'm also from Kerala. My cousins are from Kerala, so they have also told me it is 7 days in Kerala. So I understand it is 7 days. I think there is a deviation from state to state, but it is 14 days. And I would also urge everyone who has at least a negative or positive, if the doctors are asking you to stay in for... Took me. That's okay, stuck it. I'm actually vlogging. Stay in for 14 days, right? So that's something you will have to do. I will also urge everyone to follow it strictly. As I always say, always respect the rule of the land. We are in Tamil Nadu and in Covert, whatever the places are, and they are asking for 14 days. Stay in for 14 days. That's it. There's no questions more, because there is a reason why people are staying 14 days. Yeah. So let's leave it up to the experts to decide what is the days that you will have to be quarantined. And that was a funny fact. As the day I was actually getting released or discharged, to be the exact word, from the hospital. I mean, safe to say many things. Yeah. My mom apparently was admitted for positive, being positive. It could be a false positive. I'm not commenting on that. It could be, but again, she was positive and she had to be admitted. So I was on the top floor, and my mom was on the floor below me. So when the doctor came and gave me the good news, saying that today you can leave, but just stay until afternoon. And have the food and leave, because we'll have to do some paperwork. So if that, when she told me, I told her, are you sure? Because my mom is positive. Apparently she has taken a test and she's turned positive, and she's already admitted downstairs. The doctor actually gave a crazy look to the nurse, and apparently immediately she went back down, I suppose. And my mom called me. Did you tell anything to the doctor? I said, why? What happened? Because the doctor came in asking for you, asking about me basically. Anyway, so that happened. So one crazy thing that happened is, I will not judge anyone, but again, not too many people were helpful. When I say were helpful, is because they have the rights, because they cannot take the risk. They cannot take the risk of turning in positive. So what happened? Oh yeah. They were giving me excuses, saying they're not well, or the vehicle is not here, and blah blah blah. One nurse actually apparently helped me. She actually helped me with a number where she actually takes a ride in the auto rickshaw, where the same person came in to pick me up. What a crazy driver, man! I love the way he drove. Crazy driving. He literally drove it like a motorcycle. Yeah? I'm not saying it was rash. It was rich. All the bikers understand when I say how to drive rich, right? It was perfect, because all the other auto drivers apparently are lazy. This guy was there. Proper gear shifts and things like that. Because I have only felt that way back in Kerala whenever I actually end up visiting my cousins. Yeah. Kerala auto drivers drive really rich. Yeah, the power is always there. We are driving in the power band. Most of the people, apparently, maybe it is because of the hills, they actually are lazy, and they try to kill the bloody gear in each gear, basically, the vehicle in each gear. So that's how it was. But apparently this was fine. I came in, stayed in for 14 days. When I was crossing about 9 days or something, my mom was also discharged, saying it was negative. So apparently she also came back. So that was the case. So we both are all fine. My mom, asshole, driving like a jackass. See, this is something which I always say. When you are actually driving in places like in the residential area, right? Don't show off your bloody Michael Schumacher skills, seriously. And you are driving a Wagoner, not a bloody Lamborghini. Eh? Jokers. You will find too many jokers in this place, I'm telling you. Crazy levels of jokers. Anyways, so apparently we were allowed to, since my mom was asked to stay in for quarantine for 14 days, my dad said everybody stays in quarantine for 14 more days along with my mom. So apparently I could come out only 2 days before. It was fun. It was a good family time basically. So what I would like to conclude is, if at all you have turned in positive, don't freak out. It is actually not that crazy, all right? It is, and always obey the rule of the land. That's something which will actually help you recover faster and better, basically. So the major reason I couldn't upload, even though I came back after 4 days, was because I was coughing like crazy. Trust me when I say this one. So apparently when I open my mouth, I start coughing. So even when people call me on the phone, I literally did not talk because of that. So that was it. And I came to the school which I studied. Crazy. This is where I finished my high school, basically. Strange as secondary. Anyways, so that is all about it for this video. I just wanted to tell you people why there was no vlogs. So I'll try my best to upload on a daily basis going forward. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I'll try my best, but I'll leave everything else to the to the rest, basically. Anyways. So that's how it is. So if at all you're not subscribed, please do. And please leave a comment, like and share. The old drill. You people all already know that. So that's it. So I'll see you in another one. Cheers.
Copy that.
Roger that.